It's the Morning Drive. I'm Tim Elliott. We are talking about artists and creatives and a new platform. It's a new app. It's an iOS and an Android app, which has just launched, and the platform is called MADE, which is Music, Art, Dance and Entertainment. The founder is Nizar Ahmadi. He's the CEO as well, and he's with us. Nizar, lovely to meet you. Good to have you here.
Tim, thank you for having me here. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I'm going to start with your background because off air there we just had a very quick conversation, and I did my usual where you from, where you been, all that kind of thing, and I'm struggling to keep up, plainly speaking. Your background is mixed. You've been everywhere.
Thank you.
Tell me.
Grew up mainly. My parents raised me up in Lebanon for a couple of years. I'm from Bahrain.
Yeah.
And I lived in the States most of my life. I worked in the States for a few years, and then went and started work as a trader in London. While I grew up, I was exposed to so many musicians and dancers, and my parents loved entertainment. Right. So I grew up into the music and arts world, and I loved it. And from there, I developed my passion for art, for music. And as you get older, we decided if you can't sing, then you make other people sing, and other people successful.
Yeah, that's probably the best idea. Why do people have to suffer your voice, I guess? But you've been in bands over the years. You're a guitar player?
I am a guitar player. We sit and we jam sometimes, play a little bit of piano. Right. So once in a while we sit with friends, and those moments are unforgettable. We have the best time getting together and singing and enjoying the music.
It's an amazing way to bring people together, music, and it also drives people apart when you don't like a particular person's taste. But it's such an empowering thing to sit and listen or go and see your favorite band.
Yes, and you get exposed through the groups to some people that actually have unbelievable talent. Yeah. And you sit and you ask yourself, okay, how do they get discovered? How will someone sit and realize that that person has talent? Be it somebody who's 12 years old or somebody who is 56 years old, who can sing, who is artistic, who can do some of the most beautiful paintings. And then everybody just leaves. So what happens to those people that actually have talent, that don't know where to go, don't have a platform to go to? Thus, the idea started coming in a few years ago. And we said, okay, these people have to have a platform to excel, to be showcased, and to grow from. And thus the idea of MADE started growing and cooking, and here we are.
Well, I was going to say, so you've thought about this for a number of years. You've been involved in the scene, and you clearly thought, look, I'm in Dubai, and there isn't anything like this. And I've been kind of racking my brains thinking, is there anything like this? And I really can't think of anything at all.
We spent at least 3 years putting this together. Right. So we've done our research. We've looked at apps globally, from the Far East to the US to Europe, to see if there's anything similar. There are apps that are in art, in music, nothing with music, arts, dance, and entertainment together. But most of them work differently. Most of them work in which you do see an artist, you click on an artist, you have to put in your email and number, and they'll get back to you. And it's all managed by agents that come in that have these platforms. And we decided, let's try connecting talents to talent seekers directly and see what happens. And at the end of the day, the most important thing is for talents to be able to put a clear profile, just put a clear video, and then have the talent seekers come and enjoy your talent, your art, and connect to you directly. So yeah, I moved here. I was supposed to be here for 4 years. I moved here 25 years ago while I was in banking.
It's a familiar story with a lot of people, I think.
And here I am. And at the end of the day, I sat back, and the best thing that happened was COVID. Unfortunately,
Sure.
I don't want to say that in a thing that COVID was good, but digital came in.
Yeah.
And AI started growing in the last couple of years. And this wouldn't have been made possible unless you did have a digital platform to capitalize and grow from.
But this is a digital platform, isn't it? That you may be based in Dubai. I'm guessing after 25 years, Dubai is kind of home. That's your feeling towards Dubai. But this is not for Dubai or for the UAE. This is a platform that obviously looks a lot wider.
Absolutely. I mean, most of the people ask me, why? I mean, your model to make money is subscription-based. So you have the free subscription, you have the paid subscription. That's the only way we make money. we do not take commissions from the talent. So it's free for you to register. It's free for you to post a couple of posts. To enhance the features, to enhance the benefits, you go to premium. Now, why did we go this route? If you want to grow globally, that's the only route to go to. If I set up an agency here, I'll grow here, maybe through partners to 6, 7 cities. But if you want to be seen in Europe, if you want to be seen in Asia, if you want to be seen in India, this is the only route. It is not an easy route to take the first couple of years, but it's the only way, through digital, to connect talents and talent seekers in a minute.
Well, it is, and it also, I mean, it reveals that, you know, you have ambitions for this that are obviously far beyond just the UAE, where you make your home and, you know, where, I mean, there's no shortage of artists here, but nor is there anywhere else.
No, I mean, in Dubai, I mean, look at it today. It's a melting pot for all the artists to come in. You have some of the most amazing artists that are here. And you sit and you look and you learn from. Look at the Middle East as a whole. Look at the entertainment business, how much is growing in Saudi Arabia and so forth. When I go to the UK, everybody bugs me. When are you coming to the UK? We need artists for Christmas or Thanksgiving or Easter. Slowly, we're growing. And hopefully we're going to be in about 14, 15 countries in about 6, 7 months.
You know, I've met a few impresarios, and that's kind of the word to describe you. It's not the fairest word, but it kind of covers it. But most of them, in fact, all to a person, are not don't come across as being as benevolent. You're not taking commissions from artists.
We need to change their lives, their livelihoods. At the end of the day, it doesn't mean that the platform is lower. When we started in January, we had about 3,000 talents. And I don't like to reject or kick anyone out because it is for everyone, but still they have to have some talent. So we vet all the talents that come onto the app.
How do you do that? How do you determine that a talent is worthy of, not worthy of being on the app, but worthy of booking? I mean, how does that work?
We have certain requirements in which I have a team that looks and reviews every single video before it's posted. And at least those talents that are there have to show, we have 2 platforms, one made to sell and one made to perform. At least on the performance side, it has to be in a place that they're performing in front of people, that they are working talents, or they're showing their skills clearly that you do know. And there's a price range. So if your budget is 300 dirhams, you will find artists for that. And if your budget is 15,000 dirhams for a band in a restaurant, you will have artists for that. So there's a huge range. But the important thing is vetting, to make sure that every single person has a talent, which will lure other talents that are skilled, that might look at the platform and say, oh, no, they're not at my level. Trust me, in 3, 4 months, from May on, the last few months, we've had some unbelievable talent that have come on board. It's putting a smile on my face. And then when we check the back end and we look at the connections and the discussions between talent seekers and talent in the last couple of months, it's been growing, which shows me that the model is beginning to be successful, and it works.
Well, you start with 3,000, which to me is, that's a pretty reasonable range. There's plenty of people there. So if I'm an artist, I can showcase my work, I set my own terms, I connect directly with clients through Made.
You can't connect. The business sees you,
all right,
and they connect with the talent. But you have to showcase your profile and your video clearly.
A video, right, okay.
And
that has to be in front of an audience.
It has.
This video that you create, there has to be an actual performance.
There has to be an actual performance, or at least if you're singing solo on stage or somewhere, that you can tell from the video your voice, your clear face, and a person can judge by looking at you clearly that you are talented. Okay. The talent has to show.
Gotcha. It does make me wonder. That I've spent my career. I think at 20, 21, I thought I'm going to be a guitar player, and I thought I was great. I wasn't good enough. I played in a few bands, but I wasn't there, so I had to change. So I DJed for a very long time. Occasionally, still do. So I've kind of been around artists and agents before. But what I am wondering is, why has nobody else done this?
I don't know. I'm sure there will be.
Yeah.
And there's lots of people that have come to me. A lot of people said, we do have 2,000-3,000 talents, and we do have 6 offices. Digital is here. So at the end of the day, if someone is going to be looking at the artists and putting a charge on top of them,
Yeah.
those days with AI and with digital is going to make it numbered. And more people will come into the space, trust me. And
Sure.
it's the only way to be able to expand. Now, the difference is with this app, you actually need a talent physically to come and perform. It's not an AI talent that you can see performing on TV or, on your screen. You'll get bored after 5 seconds. You're in a party, you look at the artist, and then you'll end up talking to your friend and you lose track of who's singing on the screen.
Entertainment needs that human connection.
It does, it does. And I hope to God it always will. We are not managing agents. We're not managing talents.
Right.
We are a talent platform. As one of my mentors rightly said, you're like an Uber of entertainment. So we're talent suppliers. So at the end of the day, agents can come into us, event managers, of course. I've had so many event managers who said, the biggest problem we have is logistics. It's a logistical nightmare to be able to access the talents, speak to the agents, get them together, and so forth. And I hope this sorts out the problem. This all started with looking at the problem and addressing a tiny problem in the market. And again, my dream was every single day and every single week to ask the team, how many people's lives have we changed? It starts with that.
It's interesting that one of the sides of this studio, for example, one of the biggest things for us is to book guests. And you're right, it is logistical issues. Maybe you can do something for business radio guests. There's another side to the business. Can I talk about the tech for a little bit? This is an app. This is iOS, Android app, so available for smartphones across the world. Just talk me through the tech. Is there a social side, a social aspect to this, as in a community side? Is there any AI built into the app, not as in AI entertainment? Is there an AI element?
We are going to be implementing AI into the app from January. Initially, it's going to be two basic things. Number one is to expedite the connections. And of course, the most important is to filter out the videos that are coming out in any language, where AI is learning now from machine learning for suitability of videos that are coming out. Now, these are the basics.
Okay.
Now, we have been approached by many companies that are developing and have developed AI apps that actually looks at the talent, and they are approaching platforms like Made to see once the talents excel and they're good, the talent can actually come to this AI platform, be seen, get marketed, get exposed, and grow from it to be seen globally through these apps. So these apps take over through AI after you've been discovered. So I am talking to a few companies because at the end of the day, once you have a few successful artists, it's nice to have a platform or handovers to such people that will assist the talent to grow further. For us, we're discovering and we're supplying. But we also have to be affiliated and we have to collaborate with other companies that will accelerate and expose the talent to many layers of growth, be it in management, and hopefully take him one day to receive an award of some sort. But that are definitely steps over the next 18 months.
Well, let's hope so. I mean, this could be, I don't know, I'm looking for a belly dancer for a night in a restaurant. It could be a jazz band for a private party. It could be those things and many other things, I guess. If I'm looking for a magician or a clown or whatever, it covers everything.
What happens is once talents and talent seekers connect and they finish that job, they rate each other. So you will see ratings and reviews on each other.
So that really is an Uber kind of model in many ways.
Okay. 3 years of working on this. So
Yeah,
inside the app, there are so many features. The only way to know is just to log in and register and discover it.
Okay.
So once you are searching, let's say, for a model or you're looking for a DJ, then you will search by ratings, reviews. Initially on the free app, you can just push the search, put DJs, everything will show. When you go to the premium, you can search by ratings, by reviews, by genres, by price, by experience. It's like about 10 different fields. You click the search and it fine-tunes exactly what you need according to your budget. And then as soon as you find them and you like one, you just push the button connect and you're chatting with each other as if you're on WhatsApp. And it works exactly like WhatsApp. You have 2 ticks that they received it, green that they read it, and you chat. Once you chat, you agree if you want to lower the pricing, you want to negotiate the pricing, and then there's a button you push, and it's a hire button, so we know that that person got hired. It's that easy. I don't get involved in the conversation between the talent and the talent seeker. Basically, that's between them, and it's a private conversation.
Okay, and is that an encrypted system? How does that work?
I'm through Apple, through Android, they don't allow me to access that data.
Okay. All right then. So I'm completely with you on how it works. It reminds me of the dating model. It used to be in my day that if you know, dating was a thing where you hope to meet somebody, you're out at night, and it's now completely changed, and it is all seems to be dating apps, and that's how people meet, which is fine. It's a change. It reminds me of this in many ways. It's a natural extension of where I guess artistry needs to go and talent agencies need to go. The one thing on my mind is reliability of reviews, which I think is often an online issue, whether you believe something or not. How do you police, or how do you look after and ensure that reviews are trustable in your particular app?
There are some things that I can do and hold a talent or a talent seeker's hand all the way, not 100%. I've removed being able to write reviews. Basically, you can just check by stars. Okay. Because I don't need any foul language being put on there. It's not acceptable.
Right.
And at the end of the day, I'll give you an example. If a talent is supposed to be performing at a hotel and they don't show, their reviews are going to be bad by the talent seeker.
Sure.
And if they regularly do something like that, we will send them a message to advise them that if you want to be hireable, just to be consistent. Most of the people that we're dealing with, especially the businesses, are hotels and restaurants that are known that are here. So I think they're fairly reliable. Maybe individuals, when you perform at individuals' homes, is going to be more emotionally veered emotionally. But that's one of the ways to filter. There's nothing more than I can do excepting to review each other.
Sure. Okay. I mean, the thing with this is it really is a great DJ, a great guitar player, a great band. Reliability, a band that turns up, is so important, and
Yes.
repeat bookings come from that,
Yes.
I suppose. So you're live in the UAE at the moment. Are we restricted geographically just now, or
No, I mean, we're live in the UAE. We actually officially launched it for the GCC.
Okay.
You will see it from January onwards, because we do have to populate the app in Bahrain, in Saudi, Oman, Qatar, and Kuwait, where I do have different people working on this. So by January, we're going to have some talents there. We are talking to certain people that are excited to collaborate with us. So in the next 3-4 months, fingers crossed, we're growing to about 23,000 talents, which will put us in 17 countries, from Europe to the Middle East to Moscow and St. Petersburg and so forth, to the Stans, Kazakhstan, and Uzbekistan. And there's a lot of government agencies here in the UAE that require certain skills, and singers from different parts of the world will be able to provide that. Okay. And I cannot hold my smile back at saying how quickly this is growing, because you've asked me a question before, if there's any goodwill that we're doing with this app. We are trying to increase people's livelihoods. We are trying to change people's lives. There are certain platforms that we're linked to, especially in Abu Dhabi, which we will hopefully collaborate with in the next month or so, for special needs, special kids. Okay. That are amazing, that have talent, and that put on performances on stage. And I wanted me to be one of those platforms that will help those kids come and actually help them perform. They already have the skill, they're already amazing. We're just there to help expose them to be amazing performers.
Okay, and it's free. The simple version of this is free. There's an advanced features, which is under a subscription model.
Yes.
I guess. What do you get for free, just briefly, and what do you get when you pay?
Free is as you have 2 posts. You have connections, a couple of connections for free. You have the search, and there's about 7 or 8 features. On the premium, what happens is that's where everything changes.
Okay.
For talents, you have, if you travel, as soon as you go to any city, it'll show you the city you landed on, and you just put your date. So anyone in that city can see you as an artist in that city for those dates. So you're going to be seen. You can save videos of talents in a library that you might use in the future. It gives you an advanced search. You have add-ons. In case your connections finish, you can buy more connections. Now, of course, on the premium, from 2 free connections a month, for businesses, you have 20 more. For talents, you have 7 more. For individuals, you have 5 more. The whole idea is to be able to change birthday parties, to have a choice of 5 different clowns or 4 different magicians. You can sit at home with your friends and have 8 or 9 different friends sitting around having a magician perform. On your anniversary, how many times are you going to buy flowers and chocolates? Most of us are on a diet anyways, okay? So it's surprising the wife or husband with a special occasion. Make that evening memorable. Again, when we come back and you tell me the dependability on accessing the talent, yes, the issue is there either through an agent, because sometimes talents are sick. And so at the end of the day, it is there since you are contacting them, you are speaking to them, you are speaking to a DJ. You'd want to meet the DJ in an hour or 2 to see how he performs, and you develop that connection with him personally. The prices are completely different than prices that you see through other platforms. So instead of 1 DJ, speak to 2. Sure. It gives you that access. It just makes it easier. If you ask me, bottlenecks. Bless them, I know, I love them, talents. It's just, I urge them, and I'm saying this because most of the businesses will only stop and look when you have a beautiful, clear video of yourself and the talent, and your profile is properly completed. Yeah. That's one. It's a must. Yeah. Otherwise, people, when the video is not clear, will just scroll through it.
As it is on all social media, really.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
And I also want to tell talents that I'm looking at my back end. There's been so many connections. Check your notifications regularly because there's a business that probably would have contacted you. Check your notifications because I know how many people get notified and I know how many people get connected. And it's there. Don't think it's a lottery and you'll buy it and you'll forget about it. No, actually, there are businesses that are looking for you right now. 3 months ago when the brand was still unknown, but we've been in the market. We've done a lot of marketing. We've done a lot of PR. And I have to say in the last 2-3 months, people are noticing. Businesses are noticing. They're comparing the prices. They're looking at the talents. After this, I'm actually having lunch with a friend of mine that has a party in his house. And he said, please, I want to use Made to access some of the entertainment in my house for the birthday party next week.
Okay. So use it to your advantage, whether you are you're a venue or you need talent or you are the talent. Put the effort in.
Or you can just enjoy, scrolling through the videos and looking at people, knowing that every single person there.
That's a bonus side to this as well. There's an entertainment aspect.
Plus, when you go in your house, if you have a house party and you have a magician or a comedian, your friends sitting there are going to have their own parties in their own homes. They're going to contact you. You know that magician that you had? Can we have his number? Amazing. And this is how word of mouth spreads. I mean, for talents, they belong to communities that they help each other out. You're a DJ. So you know that a lot of the restaurants here depend on the DJs to supply a lot of the talents for them.
Yeah.
So it's good to befriend the DJs, and it's good to prove to those talents that they can actually get hired through this platform.
I was going to say it was a DJ, less and less these days. But you know what?
Once a DJ, always a DJ.
There's probably some truth in that, fortunately or not. Nizar Ahmadi is the founder and CEO of MADE, Made, which is music, art, dance and entertainment. It's a new platform, commission-free, for budding artists and people that need artists for parties, etc. Do you know what? We'll check back in with you.
Tim, thank you.
Come back in. Tell us where you are and let us know how it's going. But for today, really appreciate it. Thank you
so much. I loved it. Thank you.